going, guys? Ryan Gass here, PTPGun, and today we're going to show you how to take apart this FNH FNS-9. This happens to be the long slide version. Alright, so the first part to get any firearm part is to make sure that the firearm is unloaded. So we're going to go ahead and drop this magazine. Right, get that out of the way. And what we're going to do is when we pull the slide back, I'm going to pull this back in my non-dominant hand, my left hand. We'll pull this slide back, and as we're doing that, we're going to lift up on this slide release or slide catch, both interchangeable terms. We're going to lift up on that. Now you're going to see it from this side. This gun happens to be ambidextrous, so I'm going to lift up on the left side of the gun, that device. So I'm going to pull the slide back, lift up on that slide release or slide catch, right, and it's going to hold that slide back for me. From here, I'm going to double check and verify that the chamber is empty, no magazine inserted. Our firearm is now clear and ready for disassembly. Right? From here, we want to take this disassembly lever and we're going to rotate it down. Right now, think of it as the hand on a clock. Right now, to the 3 o'clock position, we want to rotate that down to the 6 o'clock position. Right? We're going to apply a little pressure from the downward position and rotate that down to the 6 o'clock position. Once we have it there, right, now we're going to release that slide. All right, and when the slide forward like it is now we're going to pull the trigger and that will release that slide from the frame. Right. From here, we're going to put that frame back here. All right, now we have this spring and spring guide. We're going to press this in. We're going to compress the spring a little bit and be able to get that spring and spring guide out of there. Right. From there, we have our remainder of our slide. We have our barrel. We're going to lift that up and out of there. Right, and then we have our slide. So from here, we have our 4 elements. We have our slide. We have our barrel, we have our spring and spring guide, and we have our frame, right? And this is generally referred to as a field stripped gun. Right? From here, you can do all your cleaning that you could do that you need to do that firearm. Are there many more parts to this firearm? Yes. Can I take more parts out of this frame? Yes. Can I take more parts out of this slide? Yes. But that's not going to be necessary for what most people are going to be doing when it comes to cleaning their firearm. Right? From here, we say we've gone ahead and we cleaned our firearm. Now we want to put it back together. From there, right, we're going to put our slide back upside down. We're going to drop our barrel in. Right, get it all the way seated. Right, we're going to put that spring guide back in. All right, and we just got to compress it just a little bit to get it stuck in the bottom of the locking lugs on the bottom of that barrel. Turn that frame, put that slide upside down. Right, and now we're going to pair it with the frame. All right, you're not going to start all the way in the front. You're going to start right back here where these metal rails are, right? And we're going to make those up with these cutouts on the back of the slide. Right? We're going to match those up. All right, now we have them matched up. Right? We're going to keep them matched up, and we're going to pull that slide all the way back, and we're going to lock it back again. Right? Once it's locked back, we're going to go ahead, and again, we're going to take that hand on the clock. We're going to take it from the 6 o'clock position back to 3. It'll kind of spring back into place. Right? From there, I'm going to go ahead, pull that slide back, let go. All right, what I like to do to make sure that it's put back together properly, right, is to go ahead and pull the trigger, pull that slide back a couple more times, just do a functions test on that firearm. And it seems to be functioning, operating properly fine. All right, go and reintroduce my empty magazine. All right. Notice that when I put an empty magazine in, I pull that slide to the rear. And this is common with most semi-automatic handguns. I wouldn't say every single one, but most, 99% of them, yes. Where that when you put an empty magazine in, if you pull a slide to the rear, it'll lock that slide to the rear. So the little trick of the trade. If you have a difficult time getting your slide to lock back because not everyone has the dexterity in their hand or maybe even the strength to be able to pull that slide back and to engage that slide release or slide catch, not everyone has that same dexterity or strength in their hands. So something you can do is, again, introduce that empty magazine, right? And you could actually use a tabletop corner, your belt, anything, a hard surface, and you can actually pull, you can put the sights onto that edge of that table, right? And you can put weight behind that frame, right? And that will bring the slide back. And again, once it gets to that certain point, it'll lock that slide for you. So just another way to be able to adapt to your situation and be able to do the same things. Again, this is the disassembly and reassembly of the FNH FNS-9.